What's going on, my Trainer Club? Today we're going to check out the counter guide for the Lake Trio Shinies coming into Pokemon Go for the first time ever. So welcome to the Trainer Club. Here we go! Welcome back, everybody. Let me know in the comments below, are you guys excited about the Lake Guardian Trio coming to Pokemon Go first time ever, which is going to be in their shiny form. So I hope you guys are ready, prepped, and equipped to be able to get this. If you guys are not, please check the pinned comments below. We have the Discord. It is free. You can join and add players from all around the globe in the friending section. There is a raid section as well for you guys to participate in. But if you want to make it one step further and make it a little bit easier to do, you guys can check the Patreon below. That gets you into the remote raid crew to make it easier to raid harder for these Pokemon. And if you guys did not see my video where I talked about what's going to be the strategy for the Lake Guardian Trio Shinies, you guys can check that out up here or at the end of the video to make sure that you know exactly what's going on. So with all that said, we have the Lake Guardian Trio taking over for Lugia in Pokemon Go. Let's check out all the details. We have the counters, 100% IVs, to make it the easiest for you guys in Pokemon Go. So the trio is gonna come out Tuesday, September 14th at 10 a.m. local time, and that's gonna go all the way until Friday, October 1st at 10 a.m. local time. So we have a little bit over 2-week time span with 3 raid hours to be able to get it. And just a reminder, Uxie is gonna be in the Asia Pacific region, Mesprit's gonna be in Europe, Middle East, Africa, and India, and then finally Azelf is going to be in the Americas, North and South, as well as Greenland. So you're going to need to be able to communicate and participate with trainers from each of those regions. There's going to be a raid hour on the 15th, which is going to be Wednesday, 6 to 7 local time always, the 22nd, as well as the 29th for a grand total of 3 raid hours. And just a reminder, if you do want to see all of the shiny forms, you guys can check them out over here. I think they're all pretty cool. I'm excited to get these shinies, and obviously speaking, the shinies are going to be a hot commodity, I think. At some point, you know, they don't come out very often, and Uxie being a very, very rarer Pokemon of them. So if you do get a couple Uxie shinies, there's a good chance, because I had Uxie in general was a hot commodity without the shiny. So when the shiny comes out, and being that it's a little bit harder for whatever reason, a lot of people in the Americas to be able to get the Uxie, that's gonna be the thing that you guys want. All right, so with all that said, let's start getting into it. We do have Azelf, Mesprit, and Uxie. I'm gonna kind of treat them as one Pokemon because they are all psychic type Pokemon. We're gonna go over general counters for all of these guys, but I'm gonna give you the 100% IVs. So this Pokemon is gonna be weak to 3 things, which is going to be Bug, Dark, and Ghost, and it's gonna resist 2 things, which is gonna be Psychic as well as Fighting. And all the Pokemon, being that they're psychic types, are going to get boosted in the windy weather. So 1442 for the Uxie 100% IV level 20, and boosted at level 25, it's gonna be 1803. And then as far as the Mesprit, 1747 level 20, and then boosted at level 25, it's gonna be 2184. If you guys do want all of this information in an easy to use counter guide, I will be putting it out on my social media for the quick references for all these Pokemon. And then Azelf is gonna be 1834, and the 25 is gonna be 2293. That one's gonna be the attack type Pokemon in the Americas, so that's the one that has the highest CP of all of them. So they're the 100% IVs for you guys to check out. And then as far as how many trainers you're gonna need, Uxie is gonna be the strongest because it's the most defensive one of the 3. It's gonna be 2.73 trainers, so 3 really good trainers to take down the Uxie. It is a little bulky. As far as Mesprit, it's gonna be 2.26, so you're gonna be 3 pretty good trainers with good leveled Pokemon. And then finally we have Azelf. Azelf is gonna be an attack heavy Pokemon. It's gonna be 1.71 trainers to take down this Pokemon. So virtually what I would say is just go in with at least 4 trainers and go on from there. But if you want to duo it, the only duoable one looks to be Azelf, and then the other one are trioable, but Uxie being a harder of the trio. And then as far as the movesets go, they all look relatively okay. Like nothing's really standing out that's really gonna hit any of these Pokemon hard except for one, but we'll talk about that in the top counters, starting off with the Shadows and the Megas, which is gonna be in counter spot number 1, which is gonna be Mega Gengar. Mega Gengar is going to be weak to Psychic, so when looking at these Pokemon, I would be cautious using the Mega Gengar because there is in spot number 2, Mega Houndoom, which is gonna be a much more resistant type Pokemon. Mega Gengar is gonna be Shadow Claw, Shadow Ball in this Pokemon, fastest time to win with 22 deaths. And then we have Houndoom in the Mega form, Snarl and Foul Play. It's gonna be over 100 seconds slower than the Mega Gengar with 15 deaths. So with that said, guys, gosh, it really looks like, you know, Mega Gengar is the spot, the one to use, but guys, like it just gets hit out so incredibly fast that I don't know, I'm just not the biggest fan of how glassy that Mega Gengar is. Even with it at level 50 or buddy boosted all the way to level 51, it's still is a challenge. And then in spot number 3, we have Shadow Weavile with Snarl and Foul Play, followed by spot number 4, which is going to be Shadow Tyranitar with Bite and Crunch combination. But these Pokemon are going to be the top ones. Shadow Weavile is still going to be a little glassy. Tyranitar is going to be a pretty good one in there, with the least deaths so far at 13. And then in counter spot number 6, we have Mewtwo with what I would recommend, which is going to be Psycho Cut paired with the legacy move of Shadow Ball. So if you guys do want to see any of the other shadows, you can pause here, but now we're going to get into the non-shadows. In counter spot number 1 and 2, we still have the Mega sitting in there. In counter spot number 3, it does slightly differ up a little bit depending on which Pokemon you're going after, but I'm going to keep it relatively general for you guys. It's going to be Darkrai. 17 deaths on that Pokemon, which is then going to go into the next one, which is going to be Hex and Shadow Ball on the Chandelure. Really like that Pokemon. I hope at some point it does get the Shadow Claw to bump it up. And then another Pokemon that we have not covered in the Mega form is going to be Bite Crunch on the Mega Gyarados. I would probably stay away from that Pokemon because you already have Mega Houndoom up there. That's going to be better. But then we have Giratina with Shadow Claw, Shadow Ball. That's going to be the Origin form. Really like that Pokemon. It does do a lot of work. Mega Beedrill coming in next. Once again, I would skip that. Then we have regular Weavile that's starting to get down on the list. So guys, we already have Darkrai as well as Giratina Origin form that populate the top, as well as Chandelure. That's like 3 really good counters with a Mega. The party's pretty much already done at that point. Then we have Bite and Dark Pulse on the Hydreigon, followed by Yveltal with Snarl and Dark Pulse. And then we have Mewtwo with Psycho Cut and Shadow Ball, followed by the Gengar with Lick and Shadow Ball combination, or Shadow Claw and Shadow Ball combination. And then we have Bite Crunch T-Tar, followed by Excavalier with Bug Bite and Megahorn. And then we have Honchkrow and Bayonet. So honestly, we're getting down on the list. It's getting much higher in times to win, so I would probably, obviously, as always, stick to the top as much as possible. So as far as the weather conditions, what's going to be the things that we're really looking out for? Number 1 condition that we are going to be looking out for, which is going to be rainy weather. Rainy weather is going to boost all our bug type Pokemon, but guys, just remember, we didn't really cover too many bug type Pokemon, so the number 1 condition is going to be foggy weather. It's going to boost both of our ghost and our dark type counters. And then also, we are looking at windy weather. Windy weather is going to boost the Azelf, Mesprit, and Uxie all the way to level 25, although it does boost the attacks of those Pokemon. Not really too worried about those either. So what would my ideal party size look like in setup be? So if you want to go a little bit glassier, you can go for Mega Gengar. And if you're willing to sacrifice that, that's one thing to do. But number 2, you can use Mega Houndoom as well, which is going to boost all of our dark types. Obviously, you're going to want to have your party set up depending on who you're raiding with. Next, we're looking at Darkrai, Chandelure, as well as Giratina Origin form are all going to be great counters, which I think most of us probably do have powered up at this point. And so that's what my party size would look like. I wouldn't really go too much further beyond that. So that's going to do it, guys. Mesprit, Azelf, Uxie, get these shinies. That's what's most important. And then the most useful is going to be Uxie in the Ultra League. So thank you guys for tuning in as always. Likers, commenters, subscribers, Patreon members. Everybody takes your support, subscription, and participation to the next level. And see you guys out on the next video. Peace. I want to take this time to thank everybody who supports me in every facet. It means the world to me, and an extra special thank you to all my Patreons. I greatly appreciate the extra support to continue to allow me to pursue Pokemon Go full time, allowing me to create my daily video uploads in the most timely fashion for everyone's benefit. Plus, I get the amazing experience of sharing my creative processes behind the scenes and raiding all around the globe with select upper tiers. Thank you everybody for being a part of the Trainer Club. You all mean the absolute world to me, and I will see you guys out on the next video.